welcome to the 6th or 7th episode, something like that.
Are we keeping track?
Yeah.
We got numbers?
We didn't do a Thanksgiving, but we did a Halloween. Now
We
it's
did a
Christmas.
Halloween, now it's Christmas. You can see by the decorations.
Yeah.
Ho.
For this episode, we got something special. It's called a Yamato Japanese whiskey. It is the Samurai Special. It's actually kind of a cool bottle.
I like it. I feel like we're paying
Freaking
for
awesome.
the bottle with what it is.
No,
We will find out
Japanese has really good whiskey.
We will find
But
out.
you're right. A lot of it is.
You know
definitely
the decoration added a lot to it.
I mean,
Even after it's whiskey. It's
I'm not throwing that bottle away. is
Oh
what I'm
God, no!
saying.
You have to keep it.
You know, this is courtesy of my brother Billy.
Yeah.
Billy the Kid.
So my Christmas present for myself and for you guys.
Well,
thank you.
I'm glad we get to share something special for our 6th or 7th or 8th episode. It's been really fun.
It's been us. We'll figure it out.
It's been really fun sitting here talking with you guys about anime and
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff related to the Japanese anime. So, thanks for being with me.
It's big
Thank
anime
you for
news
letting
too.
us be with you.
Big anime news for Netflix
What's that?
coming in soon. I told you all the live actions in.
Oh yes, I think Netflix is doing Netflix is
They're taking over.
ahead of the game.
Disney's taking over Marvel. Netflix is taking over anime.
Are they? I mean, they
I
need to
agree.
do a good live action adaptation before we can really say they're taking
So,
over.
I just hope they
yes.
don't screw it up.
But they bought the rights.
but-
Yu Yu Hakusho is next.
Okay, but a live action Yu Yu Hakusho is gonna be lit. I'm sorry, that's
Yeah.
okay.
So that's as soon as. You'll be surprised by this one. They got the rights to Sword Art Online. Live action.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
I don't know. either.
I don't like regular Sword Art Online,
But
so
they got the rights to Pokemon live action.
okay.
Those are the 3 soonest coming out.
I'm so worried about.
All right, Ryan first.
Yeah.
I'm so worried about a live action Pokemon.
I'm excited about the Yu Yu and the One Piece.
Oh yeah, no. Yu Yu Hakusho and One Piece, I'm all for. One Piece is goofy, and I probably should be nervous about that one. But with how much just involvement Oda's had,
Oh, so much.
I
And
like
each
that.
episode has a bigger budget than Game of Thrones.
hopefully they're talking about like seasons 1 through 4, not 5, 6, and 7.
That's a lot.
Yeah. It's almost 10 million an episode.
I remember when I was making 10
Who's
million
the
an
fourth
episode.
one for?
Ya mother.
Mom?
All right. You guys want to try this?
Of course.
Have I ever told you guys that I've never drank alcohol before, and I'm super nervous about this?
That's okay.
My body's a temple.
You do not have to lie.
I would never
You're a
lie
idiot.
about
We
something
have
like that.
6 episodes of you drinking.
No, you don't. That's
Merry Christmas, guys.
Right off the bat, it smells.
Happy Crimbles. Ooh, that actually smells delightful.
So I don't know how to.
I'm getting hints of whiskey.
Is there a way, I'm saying this, actually tastes Japanese? I don't even know what that means, but it does.
Tastes like rice.
Somehow. Tastes Japanese.
No, this is actually very dangerous because it's
There was no burn.
very smooth.
Yeah, that was... I think I've just been drinking really shitty whiskey my whole life because...
I have such.
Jim Beam?
Oh, God, no. No, like plastic bottle gas station.
Ugh.
whiskey. Like,
Oh,
that's the
God.
whiskey I've got experience with.
This is good.
I'm
Like,
such a sissy. I got such a spoiled palate.
man, you gotta be like an alley cat. You gotta eat that fish bone that you found in the
Oh,
Arby's
yeah.
parking lot. Why is there fish
whiskey.
bones in Arby's?
I mean, we've
Scotch,
we've been spoiled with some good whiskey. We've been
Scotch, too.
We've had some Blue Label. We've had Glen
Macallan
18.
18.
No, that's Macallan 18.
Where do you get these things?
I got it
The
for my
store.
birthday, Macallan 18.
What?
Yeah, Costco sells all of them.
That sounds
Well,
horrible.
most of them.
Yeah.
The Bospo?
No, we don't have that one.
Not the Bospo.
No.
Yeah, the place you work.
Oh yeah, that.
You
Bosco.
guys had the Game of Thrones scotches? Those are awesome.
I stocked them, but I never drank them.
Oh,
We
Bond
drank a
was
lot of them.
delicious, dude.
Have you tried the Diplomatico rum? That we have?
Rum,
Okay.
I don't like
Wait.
rum.
The Dominican one?
The one that looked almost red.
No. It's black, and it's in a black bottle, and it's got a picture of...
Too much sugar. Oh my god.
I like rum.
Okay, well, next episode I'm bringing the Diplomatico.
Whiskey, scotch, and rum. Those are my drinks.
I'm rum, tequila, and vodka. Whiskey makes me fighty normally.
Scotch, whiskey.
All right, we'll see.
Not one drink. It's not gonna do that. But
Scotch, whiskey, and tequila, but I don't sip tequila. I can't. I gotta take it a shot.
Yeah.
Even if it's the best tequila, I can't sip it.
yeah, I have never sipped tequila.
So some people do. Like, some people sip it like scotch. It's crazy.
Yeah, well, good tequila, but
Well, anyway, that was
scotch. It's good scotch.
All right, we're going.
All right. Yeah, we're going way off subject. Maybe we'll.
So what's the show about again? Is this just
Scotch?
review? Yeah, is this just reviews for alcohol? I'm down with it.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Honestly,
Dude, different.
little side story episodes.
We should have some
American
side story
whiskey?
episodes,
Honestly,
just
if
like
there-
animes do.
If there's ever a time when we can only like two of us can get together or something, like just a super unhinged, off kilter episode would probably be not the worst idea.
I
am
cool with that.
Dang, Japanese whiskey is such a. No one's ever tried Japanese whiskey.
No one ever has
we
tried
thought
Japanese whiskey.
so. We thought normally we do
It's a
beer.
totally different taste.
Normally we do beer, but we thought for a anime themed show, Japanese whiskey would be very fitting,
Yeah.
especially
disagree.
one that looks like a samurai.
Tastes so Japanese.
This turned out a lot better than the sake I bought.
It tastes like.
I
When it
remember
was that pink sake
that was a
Ugh.
different show.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was the episode where we had Jeff with us,
Yep,
wasn't it?
That was the always. It was
It's
a
always sunny.
thousand.
And then
Yeah.
It's always Thousand Sunny. Yeah.
But
if we can ever get Drew, I know same name will never pop back on again.
commit to
'cause he's-
anything.
Yeah, but if we can get Drew to get out of his schedule, we should probably do a random episode of that again because we were on Invincible there.
Yeah, I did watch the whole Invincible.
Did you like it?
I did.
Okay.
I mean, it reminded me a lot of The Boys.
It's better than The Boys.
It's more brutal than The Boys.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're totally getting off subject.
Yeah, come on,
Today's episode is season 2 of Demon Slayer.
Rock and roll.
The flashiest, the sexiest
Tengen
Hashira
Uzui
in all of Demon Slayer.
Hashira / Shinobi.
/ Daddy.
So, what was your impression of season 2? Jesse.
Oh man. Okay. So, my favorite part about season 2 was the whole thing. I'll be honest. I honestly at this point don't remember if I touched on it at all. But season 1 of Demon Slayer, like as far like whether manga, anime, whichever version of it, it's my least favorite part of Demon Slayer.
It took a huge step from 1 to 2.
Yeah, I'm
agreed.
all for the introduction stuff where you're meeting the characters, all that stuff. But saying it felt low stakes probably seems kind of stupid. But it just like compared to season 2, season 1 just seemed insignificant, especially
you're right.
after I watched season 2.
The jump in between the level of demons was also
Exactly.
humongous.
Going into, like, you look at, he's barely a lower moon, like, just, like, he's nothing, and Tanjiro's struggling, and then you see Mugen Train, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
this is that good shit.
You get a taste.
And then you get season 2, and they actually go through, like, first off, the transformations with just different people. You see a little bit of a tinge of what's going to happen with Tanjiro later on. Just so much happens. The action is great. You get to have more time with the Hashira that's involved.
Yeah.
And he survives at the end.
Barely.
I don't know. He has the average number of arms for a person now.
1?
Yeah. There's people with no arms. There's
He's
people with
right.
one arm.
He's right.
Yeah, we have above average number of arms.
Above it, slightly above.
Yeah, for 3 of us, there's 6 arms.
So
Tengen is average.
that was also my impression of season 2. Season 2 was intense.
I like
It
this so much.
was-
The animation stayed.
It stayed
Top tier.
great, top tier animation. It was just
Ufotable does not miss.
Tengen was beautiful. I mean,
God, he is.
the guy was flashy as all flashy can be.
Very flamboyant.
Oh, super flamboyant. I mean, that was actually the first season my wife got into watching with us, with me and the kids.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then she was like, "Who are those 3 girls?" And I was like, "Oh, that's Tengen's wives." Wives? She said.
Yeah.
I said, "Yeah, he has 3 wives." He's like, "All right, I'm out."
He
It's
just
a weird thing to be out about.
This man deserves 3 wives, though.
Yeah.
Like, let's be completely honest,
Yeah.
and all of them are everything I've ever dreamed of. Because I only dream of 2-dimensional women.
2-dimensional women.
Unless you count Boa Hancock, she's 3-dimensional, even in 2D settings.
So, what about you? What did you think of season 2?
I'm in the same boat. Like, season 1 and 2 was night and day. Like, intense action not right off the bat. It took a while, but once it got started, it did not end.
I feel like the setup for it, though, even
Yeah,
that
the
was
setup was
like
awesome.
it had good humor in it.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't straight
It
fights
was
at the beginning, but it was still
easily-
entertaining.
It was
even not
entertaining.
fights.
Correct.
Easily
It was
the best
entertaining.
action, and I wasn't even sure what to like. What I like about animes is when you're not sure what to think of a certain character that everyone knows is strong, but you haven't seen it yet. Like, so they picked the right one for that because they picked like, you know, he wasn't exactly like the manliest looking. Like even though he was ripped and everything,
You don't think
he's still the flashiest.
What do you mean Tengen's not the man?
I mean,
name one person
he
who
wore-
looks more manly.
Listen,
than
He
He-
wore jewelry and
he
he,
was
had his
a
nails
little-
painted.
That is manly
He
as
was
hell.
a little weird in the beginning.
What?
Like, we're like, what is this guy's
Oh,
deal?
Yeah, he was a little
I
weird
was,
in the
I was
beginning.
all about it from
But-
off rip. I was a Tengen fan. I was ready.
No, but I think that's what they're like. That's what I like though, is when they make you, they catch you off guard. Like this guy's a fucking badass.
You couldn't tell from when he said it was like the god of flashiness. Like,
no,
you
that
couldn't tell?
I could tell he was weird when he said that.
Nah, I could
And
tell.
then-
Like this man's about to pull out
No.
like a dual. Like,
There was
nunchuck swords. I
there
don't
was
even
a
know what
certain
they're called.
point where you want to know, like, is this guy the real deal or is he just all talk? And they showed it, and that's what I like when animes do that. I love it.
I mean, I can kind of see.
I love when animes do
I can
that.
kind of see where he's going with that. It was.
Animes do that sometimes, like.
Yeah.
No, they definitely do. Like someone will be out talk like King from One Punch Man.
Oh,
Like,
that's different.
You'll
story.
see like his
He-
whole character.
he
Like
isn't-
you just don't get
It's just like.
the in depthness. I mean, you do, but just not in
It's like, all right, so when they had them all, when they had all the
Thank you.
Hashiras lined up, I'm just gonna say that he didn't grab my attention compared to
Really?
the other ones. Yeah,
Oh man, he had me bricked up from.
Really?
Oh my god.
Rick the
He
Hutt.
seemed
you,
too
you
ob-
couldn't tell
he
because
seemed
it's,
too obvious. Like he had.
So it's what do you mean? It seemed too obvious? Like they all look badass in their.
I know
own
they all look
ways.
badass, but I'm like I was more interested in this guy, or this guy or that guy. Like I wasn't really interested in him.
So
Just-
you're only interested in the guys.
Well, they're all guys, or except for
No.
one girl.
There's 2 girls.
Yeah, there's 2 girls.
Yeah.
There's 2 girl Hashiras.
Shinobu
Yeah.
too. The bug husher.
Yeah,
the
the-
insect and the love
love.
Hashira.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know, the one that
Yeah,
was
I love Hashira.
the
Okay.
one that was very
Yeah,
talented.
give me a freaking
Yeah,
break.
she
But
had
I'm
a lot
just
of
saying,
good
off the
plot points.
lineup, he didn't stand out to me. Like I didn't think that his backstory would intrigue me, but they proved me wrong, and I like when that happens.
Okay. And I think I've watched too much One Piece because when I see someone that has that little bit different design,
Yeah.
like that little bit like something's just not off about
Well,
the
it's-
character design, but just like there's more uniqueness there.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this guy right
Well, it's
here.
not that it's
That's the
just-
one I lock in on.
Yeah, it's just like when you see someone big and strong looking right off the bat, and you see someone not big and strong, you're like, all right, how's this guy so strong? You know why this guy's strong, but how is he so strong?
And to me, it's you've got a couple of guys who are big and strong,
Yeah.
but you've got the one guy
So
who.
I'm more interested in the ones that aren't. So I'm like, how are they on the same level?
So it's almost
And
like
I
a stereotype.
totally get what
Yeah,
you're saying
yeah.
there.
That's what I mean. Like, how are these guys on the same level, but he's like this big and he's that?
So
I
it's
get- I get
it's a stereotype. He's
Yeah.
a big bulky guy.
Yeah. So I like seeing the
Like,
other guys'
You
stories.
got the big bulky
more so.
serious guys, and then you got the big bulky guy with
Yeah.
jewelry and red
Well,
makeup and
yeah,
paint.
So I would rather see how these guys are strong
and that's completely
because
fair,
they're
yeah.
not big and bulky like him, rather than seeing how he's strong.
That's fair.
But I was satisfied with what I saw.
I was too. It was he became my second favorite Hashira.
Is it because he lost an arm?
Hey, spoiler alert.
No, it's because he had cool vocabulary.
Oh, he knew words.
He knew words, yes, and
I like it.
I did like that he was very flamboyant and he was very flashy in what he did. Everything he did, he had. I gotta make it cool. It's gotta look cool.
If we
It's
die, we
gotta
die
look
cool.
flashy. Yep. If we
I
die,
liked
we're
it
gonna die
because-
flashy.
I liked him because at the end of the day, he did his job, which was to protect everyone.
That is a very good point. As much as he cared about the flashiness and
He
the
cared about
flamboyance,
protecting everyone
like
more so.
his whole thing was you protect the public, you protect yourselves. If anyone's gonna die, it's me.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're gonna do our jobs.
That's
And
why.
Well,
that
so
is
far you've
huge.
gotten that from both Hashiras.
And that seems like it's gonna end up being a theme where you've got to be willing to make sacrifices to be a Hashira, which in Demon Slayer that makes perfect sense. Like you're not fighting demons and having any sort of self-preservation, that like any sense of like, oh, I'm the important one here.
It's
Like,
what
I
a
don't
good
think-
superhero would do.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think there's gonna be any Hashira that doesn't at
Doesn't-
least
yeah, I agree.
emulate that a little bit.
I agree.
But it's nice to see that theme, like the consistency with that
Yeah.
going through so far.
And the fight scene was freaking awesome.
Don't start on the
I
fight
mean,
scene.
first
yet.
off, which
Don't
one?
start on the
Because-
fight scene yet.
Okay. So, I guess if we're holding off on the fights so far, the initial like infiltrating the different brothels is where we should start because who was the prettiest main character? Who did you think looked the most beautiful? Tanjiro is.
I mean,
I mean, he looked pretty good.
you already know the obvious choice.
Inosuke's beautiful no matter
obvious
what.
choice.
But Zenitsu has a special type of beauty. I don't know how to
They
describe
literally made Inosuke look like a girl right off the bat. So. But I mean, I'm not gonna. It's just,
No,
I mean, it was funny the way they did it. Yeah, it was funny the way.
I just love how with Zenitsu, like they made him so ugly as a girl. Someone like they took him.
I
out
mean,
of
they made
pity.
him like any of us would look.
What?
as a girl.
Whoa! We would be beautiful. First off, I don't think there's a single one of us. Actually, I know Sean and I look good as girls.
Yeah, we saw you.
Yeah, we've been there on Halloween.
Yeah.
Like you're the only one I'm not sure about. Like
Yeah.
your name was Lucy, but I don't know. You looked kind of manly to me.
No, that part was hilarious for sure. I loved it. I loved every bit of that.
But I think the way they all went in their different things and they all did their little investigations.
Yeah.
Like
All right, so the investigation. My favorite was Inosuke during the whole investigation.
what was your favorite part about it? Like just
When he dislocated all his bones, squiggled down the hole, and he was laughing the whole time. That was hilarious.
okay, yeah.
That just shows you how crazy he is.
I mean, I feel like we've gotten a good taste of Inosuke's personality, like to where that, like the fact that he would try it isn't surprising, but the fact that he could,
Yeah.
like legitimate, just I could dislocate every bone and just wiggle through.
And then giggle the whole way.
Yeah, it's
Well,
like,
so personally, I think Inosuke shined the most in this arc.
Oh,
Than-
yeah.
I think Inosuke.
Oh,
Zenitsu had a really good
Zenitsu.
amount of.
He had a good
he-
amount too. Besides the main character,
Well, yeah.
Tanjiro, which ascended another level of his journey, right?
Yeah.
I think they all kind of did, but for me, Inosuke was like he kind of grabbed my attention a little more.
I think he started doing that in Mugen Train though, and this
Yeah.
kind of just added to that. Him and once again Zenitsu just they
Yeah.
both had their moments in Mugen Train. Like they both did good things, but they contributed heavily in this
Yeah.
one. Like together they took out half of
Yeah,
the
half
upper
of
six.
half of a number 3. Yeah. Wait, no, was it
Number
4?
six.
Upper six.
Yeah, it was
Upper
upper
six.
6.
But I mean, even so,
I think
like,
that. I mean, I feel like the upper
That's
six
not
is
easy.
like. We've all seen the rest of the uppers.
Yeah,
I
no,
feel like the
we've
upper
all experienced
six is kind of downplayed.
I think just because it's the lowest.
I mean, the fact that there's two of them, right
And you
off
have to
the
kill
bat
them
is-
at the same
yeah,
time.
That's just kind of a little higher. Like seeing the rest of the uppers, like they should have been a little higher.
A little higher than
I
6.
think it's fair to call them 6 just based on what the upper ones were. Like
Who
the
was
other
5
uppers.
again?
No. I mean, I think they could have been upper
right.
4.
I think isn't the upper 5 the one they fight in the
In the village?
yeah,
Sword village?
Yeah, the next arc.
The upper 6 could have been higher than upper
He was
5.
kind of stupid.
I don't know.
Because like
The
he
one with
said,
the jars.
you have to
Yeah.
kill them both at the same time.
And that's definitely a thing. I as much as I love Daki, I think she brought it down. Like she was the
Well,
reason.
she was the weaker link.
Well, yeah, but I think like she was the reason that they would be the upper 6 instead of like you said upper 5. Kind of like she was very childish.
That's a
She
good
was
point, that's a good
weaker.
point.
Like you had to beat the brother, but if you could kill her and keep her head detached long enough to kill the brother too,
Yeah.
like
Okay, that's a good point because you gotta put it into context who she was fighting and who she had a hard time with.
Exactly. Once you find out like what their deal is, it's.
I mean,
all
so
you gotta
At
do
the
is
same
cut.
time, she was fighting Zetsu and Inosuke, and they were pretty
But
badass. at that point.
even before that, like when she first saw
She got her head
Tengen,
cut off like 3 times.
immediately,
Yeah.
just fucking off.
You're
rip.
right, you're
Tengen
right.
came out was like, "You're not an upper moon. You're
All
too."
right.
she had no match for a Hashira.
That
Like
put it in
her
context.
her brother carried the entire
But-
team, and I don't remember his name right now. And I'm horrible with names, and I'm sorry. For
No,
that.
that's a good point. Like,
Well,
yeah,
so that scene in itself was just an amazing scene when he sliced her head off and said, "Okay, this shit is fucking game
but
over."
maybe her guard was low on purpose because she
And-
doesn't care.
Yeah, but you're
But
right.
you-
Her guard was probably low on purpose, but the reveal of her brother was fucking like, whoa.
Oh yeah, just the difference between them. Like, yeah, she had her ribbons and all her sash that could go and everything, but her brother was just on another level.
Oh, just on another level. But when he emerged and came out, and then Tengen realized what was going on.
Yeah.
Oh, that scene was fucking
That's
amazing.
another thing I love.
Like
in
once he
anime
realized, oh,
is-
this is an actual upper 6. Like it's not just this isn't a joke.
Yeah, that's when he realized what was happening, and it was like, oh my god, I
That's
gotta act
something-
quick.
Yeah, it got real.
That's
It
something
got
the anime
real.
is so good at doing. It's so good at showing power levels, people's difference in power levels, and it's really good at doing that. You can see it. But
So-
that's a good point. The fact that he was able to kill her so easily.
Yeah, even if she had her guard down, like
'Cause
you
she
don't
knew.
see the upper 2 or the upper 1, even Akaza number 3, like even if they had their guard down, you try to cut their neck, like you're not gonna get your sword through them
No, it's
easily.
not gonna happen.
And by the time your sword hits them, like they're reacting, they're doing a thing. She just let her head get cut off.
Yeah.
That was
It's probably just her carefree attitude that she had
it's the
because
tits.
oh.
it. Like I think that's what really held her back.
I can't
Res-
argue. I
respectfully.
can't argue with that.
The
Her tits.
the breasts.
So, well, that
The
brings us
memories.
to our first 30-minute break. We take a quick break and then we'll be right back. All right, we are back. You pour me some?
Oh yeah.
You sure you don't want another one?
I am sure. If I kind of like what I was saying off camera, if I do end up getting myself whiskey drunk, I do get aggressive and fighty.
And the
And
problem with whiskey is it stays on your breath pretty good.
Oh, I'm not worried about that.
No. Okay.
But if there's anyone I don't want to get fighty around, it's Sean.
Oh yeah.
Because he has actively kicked my ass several times while putting in minimal effort. So I like more sure things. I like winning.
I like winning. All right.
So we were talking about the differences between like the upper 6 to all the other uppers.
Oh,
And
wait,
just the
you're
way-
right. Okay. I got a quick question before
Okay.
we get into all that. Fight scene between Rengoku and Akaza versus fight scene with Tengen and...
Ooh.
Well, just because of the fact that it's longer, I'll go with Tengen. But overall,
They both have such good moments. I didn't expect
moments were good.
such a difficult question.
But Tengen was such a longer fight, though. See,
I think there was definitely a lot more to the Tengen fight than the Rengoku fight.
yeah.
But,
And the ending is obviously better.
well, yeah, I mean, winning is better than losing. But,
Okay.
Context, though. I'll say Tengen fight.
You'll say Tengen?
I'm going to go against...
But that doesn't mean I like him more than Rengoku. Just saying that.
Okay, well.
and
Fights.
I'm in the exact opposite boat.
Really?
I like Tengen more than I like Rengoku. But I'm going to say Rengoku. Rengoku versus Akaza.
Why?
Because, A, I like Akaza a lot.
Uh-huh.
To the point where I remember his name without you guys having to say it first, and then me piggybacking
You're
off
the
of that.
best at saying names. Wait.
That is not true at
Yes,
all.
you
I
are.
remember
Kinda.
like
You
3.
are.
But
All their names sound the same to me.
but just like the straight power that was shown through like Akaza and
I agree.
Rengoku,
Okay.
like every single hit was like,
Well,
yo,
Akaza was obsessed with him.
exactly. He's like,
Yeah.
hey, you should be a demon. You want to be?
Yeah.
You want to be?
Hey.
You want to be a demon?
Hey.
But
Hey!
like after he got punched through the chest, he held Akaza there by flexing his goddamn abs and trying to hold him until sunup.
Yeah,
Akaza
but
had.
Tenken was poisoned and he was fighting through
That's
it.
fine. I'm not saying anything bad about the Tengen fight. I'm not
Yeah.
arguing against that.
Yeah.
But you had a motherfucker with an arm through his abdomen.
Tengen had a lot of help.
He did. Rengoku
He
was,
also, not only did he, but that help also caused him to lose focus. He had to stop
Kinda.
fighting them to save them, to save
Yeah,
them,
but
to
he
save them.
but he
but
also
Rengoku was also protecting the same group of people.
They weren't going after them as
They
much.
But
weren't
he
actively-
would've.
Yeah, if
he
Right.
would have
But
if he
they
didn't keep him
weren't,
busy.
though.
But and I should add that Tanjiro did save Tengen's wives when Tengen couldn't. So they weren't a complete burden.
Yeah, they weren't a complete burden. I'm not saying
and
Rengoku.
Tanjiro was the one who got the final.
Well, like I said,
cut in on-
Rengoku.
Also,
I think
Tanjiro-
Rengoku is stronger for sure.
And also Tanjiro was able to create openings for Tengen to try and finish.
No, yeah, we're getting off subject because Tengen isn't stronger than Rengoku.
No,
I'm
I
just saying the fight scene was
Tengen
better.
even says he
Yeah.
Rengoku
Yeah,
is
you're
stronger
right.
than him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Rengoku was 1v1ing the upper 3 and holding his own. Like, yes, he lost.
So
in the end.
here's
But-
my take on all that. I mean, if you've seen the last episode, you know what my love for Rengoku actually is.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
dude. I saw it in your pants. Well,
Yeah,
your
you
skirt
did.
for last episode.
So Rengoku was able to hang on to a upper 3
Poor bastard.
for a long time, and the only thing that gave out was his human body.
Yeah.
Like Akaza kept saying, your human body is gonna betray you, and it did, and that is why Akaza was able to get the upper hand and beat Rengoku. In a way,
Well,
right?
it
It's
betrayed him.
it's a whole
Yeah.
iffy thing, but the whole fight scene was just.
It was,
I was white knuckling the couch, watching the fight scene. Is
Every
what I
s-
was doing because it was all one take. It wasn't episodes for me.
every single blow had so much power behind it,
did.
in that fight.
Yes.
Like, you
Yeah, dude, I like
there
the
was
music
no-
in it. That was underrated. The music.
The
in it.
music
The
was
music
very
was.
good.
Oof.
You can say that for both of them, though. I feel like that's a strength through.
Akaza's background music was good.
Both of their
His,
backgrounds.
his
See,
OST is
you're right.
solid.
The
I
music-
feel like you can't knock that for either fight, though. Just the OST through Demon Slayer is so nice.
Yes,
The soundtrack is.
that is
top
one
tier.
thing that is a little bit underrated with the Demon Slayer is its
soundtrack
is
was
its
good.
soundtrack. The soundtrack
Fight.
is
It's
amazing.
like Mortal Kombat when we were kids first came out. Remember
Yeah, but a little-
what was it? What was it called back then? It was
it was still called Mortal Kombat.
no. The type of music. You know it.
Sound? I
No. Moby used to do it.
What? I am.
There
I
is.
am blank. I think I'm too.
I'm not crazy. There's
You
a
might be
type of
crazy.
that
I.
techno.
Okay,
Techno.
Okay.
Damn it.
All right, I
Make me
get what you're
sound
saying.
crazy. Techno music.
So you're
Mortal
right.
Kombat had techno music in their fight scenes, man.
You made me sound crazy.
Yeah,
So Yes, you're right. There was.
Remember Techno?
No.
Yeah, you remember.
What?
No one remembers.
What year do you think I was born?
Oh my lord.
I was born in 2006. You think I remember techno?
Okay,
Shut the
do you
hell
get
up.
what I'm saying?
Yes, I get what you're saying.
Mortal Kombat introduced techno to fight scenes.
So it was like techno mixed in with traditional Japanese music is what it feels like
Okay.
to me. And yes, the soundtrack is amazing. I listen to it a lot in my spare time when I'm doing shit, painting or whatever.
Ooh. You should paint me like one of your French girls.
I will.
Yes.
I will. Titanic.
That is a movie.
But anyway, so we got.
Rengoku versus Akaza.
Rengoku.
100%.
That's my fight scene right there
Wow,
to watch.
really? Both
I'll
of you?
rewatch that. Yeah, I'll rewatch
But
that shit.
I
all
want to
day.
make it clear, like, I think we've got someone on every side of it because you prefer Rengoku, but you like the Tengen fight scene.
Because it's
A longer fight
there's
scene.
longer-
I
more
mean,
to
it's
it.
a stupid reason, but it's just
That's
longer.
not stupid at all. There's more to it. You got to see more. You got to experience more.
And
Like,
I like the
all
ending
for it.
more.
Yeah, I also like it when the good guy wins.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10.
I do like it when the good guy wins too, but it was
Sometimes-
one of those where it was a bittersweet moment because it was like, that was so amazing. I want to see more of you, and then it was taken away from us so soon.
I do think that Rengoku and Akaza could have been improved with one little detail in the fight.
Mhm.
Like when Akaza's arm was all the way through Rengoku
Mhm.
and they were sharing that intimate moment. I think they should have kissed.
I think he should have cut his arm off.
Akaza should have?
No, Rengoku.
Rengoku should have cut. Oh, Akaza. No, he was trying to keep him there. Because he was trying to get him until sunup.
trying to finish.
Yeah, if he cuts his arm off,
Yeah, right,
Rengoku
right.
loses with nothing. He
You're
was
right.
Akaza ended up having to rip his own arm off,
Duh.
just trying to
Idiot.
get
God.
out.
Personally, if I was writing this personally, I would have had them both die right there.
No,
But
Akaza's-
what would you have done for
But it
upper
wouldn't have
3
s-
later? Like who would you?
Then
have,
you would have seen the process of Muzan replacing an upper 3.
But he already had to replace the upper 6 at the end. Okay, that's way farther than what we're talking about. But like
Yeah, I
they
don't
did.
wanna
He
get
didn't
into
technically replace upper 6.
Yeah, he did.
Who did he replace him with?
What's it called? Zenitsu's former.
But they
partner on
never really talk about that.
that. But he, like, hey, I'm the new upper 6. Like
They barely mention that.
What else do you need to really make? Hey,
They could have made
I got
a. They
into
could
a
have
strong
made.
demon.
So here
Wait,
is.
so who was your guys'? We're getting off. But I like the fact that they stayed him alive because it set it up for my favorite Hashira to take him on later
The
on.
water Hashira Giyu?
How do you? Okay, first off, how do you not love Giyu?
I love Giyu. He's my favorite.
Giyu's kind of.
You know why? Because he's
What?
nah. Giyu's awesome.
Giyu's cool. He doesn't even want to be a Hashira.
That's why I love
He's
him.
like the me of Hashira. Like he
love
doesn't want to be
him.
doing
God.
his job, but he's just so, good at it.
Yeah.
He's like, ah, shit. I
He's
guess
not even that good at it.
He
though.
is. He did good
Yeah, he's
against
like,
Apple.
I guess.
Anyways,
I'll do it.
here's before we move on to everything else. But what I would have liked to
Giyu's
see
badass.
is Muzan.
See, you're good at names. I didn't even know
Who?
his name.
Muzan.
He said Giyu first.
Oh, you said Giyu?
I say Giyu. Yeah.
And then I just said it like really quick after.
So what I would have liked to see is Muzan be furious that his upper 3 lost and was able to and go and replace an upper 3. You know what I mean? Because every good story, you
Whoa.
have the bad guys. The bad guys need to suffer some sort of defeat, and then have them come back stronger, and then you get the
Well,
whole.
what I liked is, I think I said this last time though. You know how he had a meeting with the lower 6 and they were all scared shitless.
yeah.
Then he had a meeting with the upper 6 and they didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, but they should have done that after.
I will say though, I like your idea. Like, go with the villains a little longer, get the upper 3, and like use that as a reason for Muzan to be angry.
Yes.
And it explains why it went straight into what the final arc was.
It would have
I-
made.
Lay down.
The more I think about it, the more I like that train of thought. Like, it gives a better reason for things to be rushed towards the end.
You're right. It would have made a a more
Like they could have made it its own arc.
It could have been its own arc, yeah. So
I
him just
do like that,
replacing
yeah.
his number 3, because I mean, you get to see Akaza's backstory, and fuck, what was the number 6?
A Daki and
Daki
her brother
and her
without
brother.
tits.
Right, Daki and her brother. You get to see their arc, and you get to see number 1.
Yeah, you get to see
You
his
get to
backstory.
see his backstory, but like
You get to see the number 2's backstory.
barely.
A little bit, yeah.
There's not much to it.
Barely.
He was a child. He was an asshole. He wanted to be a demon, and he wanted to own people.
But-
You saw it through the Hashira's eyes more so.
But 4
Well,
and
I mean,
5,
yeah.
but 4 and 5, nothing.
Wasn't 4 the one who was just in charge of the dimension?
4 was so...
Like, I feel
I
like
don't wanna
4
say
didn't
nothing
do
was stupid,
anything. Like, not stupid, just as far as any sort of... Like, 4 was there as a plot device. Like, it wasn't even there as a fight.
It was a waste.
But-
To me, it was a waste. 4 and 5 were a waste.
I agree with 4. 5 at least was there for an arc and, like,
Speaking
not so
of
much
which,
back.
did you guys see the trailer?
No. I haven't
Did you?
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah.
I mean, we already know what's going to happen, but...
Yeah, we already know what's going to
looks
happen, but
good. Looks
the
good.
I specifically skipped the Swordsmith arc.
Why?
So you haven't read Swordsmith arc yet?
No.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah.
Don't lie to me.
Are
Okay.
you kidding me?
Okay. So
But no, I'm excited to see it animated.
yeah, I'm excited to see it animated
But-
as well. But
So the movie is going to start before the season. That's new.
I mean,
Usually it
it'll-
happens at the end.
no,
Yeah. Because the last movie was at the end of the first season. This movie's starting at the beginning.
no, Mugen Train started and then season 2 came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is however way you see it. It started at the end of season 1 or the start of season 2?
It started season 2.
It started? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it brought season
'Cause-
2 in.
Yeah, because Mugen Train in the manga was its own arc.
Yeah, it was
like
its
that
own.
is it. It
Well,
would've
I know,
been
I
its
know,
own
but I'm
season,
saying,
they did it as
like,
a movie.
I saw it as the end of season 1 is how I saw it. I didn't see it as the start of season 2.
The way they separated it out, like if you just watch it all together,
Because-
it looks like it could be one, but the way they
Because if
separated
you
it
would
makes
have
it
it the
seem
other
like
way-
it's beginning of season 2.
Because if you would have it the start, then there would be a movie for the start of season 1, a movie for the start of season 2.
I mean, you don't have to do that for every single thing. I think they.
I like it though. I hate these anime movies that are fillers.
Oh, I love it so much. You get to see,
No.
like, you get so much
No.
different characterization. Like, okay, let's use One Piece as an example.
Okay.
Like,
and
none
they
of the-
make him so every
none of
anime
the none of the
movie-
movies are canon, like fully. Like, there's parts, bits, and pieces that are, like little characters
Well,
that
tell
are
me
canon.
I'm not
stuff
the
like
only
that.
one that notices this. But do you notice that the characters in anime movies are weaker than they are in their?
Not always.
I feel like
Like
they
in
are.
okay, One Piece, Strong World. It's before the time skip, and Luffy's fighting just people he shouldn't be able to. One Piece film Z. He's fighting Zephyr, like a guy he shouldn't be fighting at that point. He was a former admiral. Like there's so much stuff. Like I think it just depends on the anime. Some do it better than others. Like Dragon Ball Z, Resurrection F.
Some do it better than others. Some make it where
It depends on the author,
Or
like
the-
how involved they
some
are.
make it for some reason.
Some are
The
just
main
cash
characters
grabs.
just aren't as strong as they are in the original
Yeah,
series.
like Naruto. I think Naruto's movies fucking suck.
Yeah.
That's probably why I'm scarred.
Yeah,
Dude, in
there's
Naruto's
one
movies-
that I like.
Like in his Naruto movies, the main characters like act like they never been a ninja before. Like,
They-
they're just so bad.
There's only one that I like. I don't remember the name. It's like the Winter Moon one, and it's the one where Rock Lee, Sakura, and Naruto go to like the other country. And I love it because it's got Rock Lee in shorts.
But
That's the only thing I care about. He's got like little shorts.
So how many,
Yeah, that's it.
how many shows do what Demon Slayer is doing?
I can't think of anything. That was
Oh
something I
yeah,
was
what
gonna say.
Jujutsu Kaisen?
Jujutsu Kaisen did it as kind of like a backstory.
Backstory for the next season.
Well, it was an actual part of
It's
the
one of the-
manga, but they chose instead of a linear progression where they did anime,
Yeah.
movie, and then the series. They did it
That's
where
the
it was a
closest one,
season.
though.
I would say closest, yeah, but they did it like the back, like the Kakashi.
Like they did it where
Gaiden
like you
of-
need to watch the movie at least.
You can survive without watching it,
Yeah.
but it's better if you do.
Yeah, so it's kind of rare because Demon Slayer is the only one.
I think it was
And I
kind
like
of an
that. I like that
experimental
they do
thing, and
that.
it turned out really well.
So
A
they
lot of
gotta
anime
keep
movies,
doing
I
it
feel
now.
like, kind of fall flat because it's not canon, and fans kind of think what you do, like, oh man, this is stupid, it's not canon, I'm not going to watch it. But Demon Slayer kind of
Took
forced
another,
you to,
yeah.
because
Which is an
A, you
awesome
didn't know they
idea.
were you didn't know they were going to animate it into the series itself. So I was like, shit, if I want to watch everything, like I've got to
Pretty much.
watch the movie in the middle.
They started the trend, hopefully.
Dragon Ball Z, actually, with Resurrection F and Battle of the Gods.
Wait, hold on, time out.
They did what?
Made the movies canon.
Yeah,
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z and Demon Slayer are the only ones off the top of my head I can think about it.
Resurrection F, not so much, but
It was so...
Battle of the
Resurrection F
Gods,
was
yeah.
canon.
Yeah.
They animated it into the series after they made the movie, which is kind of what cements it for me that the whole thing was
no,
canon.
you're right. Oh yeah, you're right.
Because it brought
Resurrection
Frieza
F.
back, it got...
Good
that
old
whole-
Dragon Ball Z, right?
I'm literally in a Dragon Ball Z hoodie right now.
I know.
How did we not realize that Dragon Ball Z did that first?
Because we're
It's
busy
because
talking
they didn't
about
make.
something better.
Because they didn't make.
I'm sure someone
They didn't
else.
make theaters and all that.
I'm sure... What do you mean Dragon Ball Z didn't make
Yeah.
theaters?
No,
I
Resurrection
watched-
F
Yeah,
in
I
theaters?
watched Resurrection F in
It
theaters.
did?
Yes!
I mean, we saw Broly.
We saw Broly in
yeah, we
theaters.
saw
I
Broly
saw
in theaters.
Broly in theaters too, but Resurrection F was in theaters.
I didn't realize
Yeah,
it.
sub and dub.
I was watching it like in the pirate
Nah, you
line.
gotta go to the theater.
Well, I didn't know it was that.
Right. So, most important part of the arc. There is one moment that stands above literally everything. If you had to pick one
For what? What are we talking about?
Demon Slayer season
Yeah, okay.
2, the part this whole episode's about, just one thing. If you had to pick one moment in the arc as your favorite, one thing,
Yes.
what would it be? Billy,
I got-
we're starting with you.
I
on
got
this
two.
one.
I got
you got
two.
two? That's
I
fine.
got two.
That 1A and 1B.
I already know what you're gonna say, and I don't want to steal it.
Steal it. I don't care.
Huh?
Steal it. I don't
Yeah,
care.
you can both like
Yeah.
the same thing.
My favorite. All right. My favorite part was the. All right, say the question again.
Your single favorite moment
Okay.
in season
My
2 of
favorite
Demon Slayer.
moment was I thought Tengen was dead, and my favorite moment was when they finally showed him alive with his hand cut off.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good moment.
Okay. Okay.
But I'll tell you what I was gonna say, but that's what I'm saying now.
Mhm.
Like, cause I thought he was dead, but they finally showed him alive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sean?
No, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, well,
Just
what?
go, keep going.
Okay.
Okay, no,
You want me to go?
Oh, yeah.
You want me to go? Okay. So I have two.
Okay.
So the first one was when Tengen realized that there was two of them.
Okay.
That part was awesome.
That scene was, to me, was amazing because he was like, "Wait a minute, your head's been cut off for a while and you're not dead.
Yeah, you're
What
still talking.
is going on?" And then he figures it out, and he got between a hair of getting killed
Yeah.
and it being done, and then there's no Tanjiro, there's no Inosuke, there's no Zenitsu, they're all dead. Because there's no way they survive that.
Oh, no, not on their own.
No way.
Without Tengen, everyone's dead.
Yes, without Tengen, everyone's dead. And that just showed, that to me, showed, all right, this Hashira's, he's got some fucking gusto. I like it,
Okay.
right? The second part to me is when he figured him out. You know, we're like, you're a song. Here is your music notes, your sound, right?
Yeah.
And he figured him out, and he's like, boom, boom, boom,
Oh,
boom,
that
boom.
was a cool scene.
Oh, that was a cool scene. And then he finally cut his head off. I was like, that was beautiful.
All for that. Were either of those the one you were originally going to say?
No.
Okay, then say the one you were originally going to say now.
When he cut off his head, when she hit her head. That was-
Her head?
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
the
when
first one?
Yeah.
Like just
Okay.
initially?
That was
Okay.
just an awesome fucking scene, like you said that. I thought you were
It
gonna
is
say
a-
that. Like he did it so easy.
Yeah, just...
Like,
he's like, you're
difference of powers.
You're not an upper moon.
Like I've said this a million times. I love difference of powers. Like
Yeah,
when
well,
someone's like so much stronger than the
In
other
a
person.
way, you can kind of say that because the difference of powers was like, okay, she was really easy. No way she's a sixth moon. and then all of a sudden,
But that scene.
Wait a
but
minute.
up,
Brothers are like, hey,
but
bitch.
up until then, you didn't know. Like just right then and there.
Yeah,
it
you
was
thought
awesome.
she was the upper six.
Right then and there, it was awesome.
That definitely all
But
very big
him,
moments.
the dust settling and him being alive finally with his arm cut off.
oh yeah, that was
good.
that was a good scene too. Anyways, go your turn, Jesse.
So mine actually doesn't have anything to do with Tengen,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah?
Tanjiro, Inosuke, or Zenitsu. Mine is during the Nezuko Daki fight
Okay.
when Nezuko transforms into her, like when she's like fallen demon, like,
Okay.
and it's got nothing to do with the fact that she's got boobies
okay.
now. Like it's not that. I with everything I've said throughout every episode, like I get it. You might think that that's where I'm going with this, but no. There's one point where Daki starts like cutting off Nezuko's limbs like with each punch, but there's one kick where she cuts off Nezuko's leg before the kick lands, and her leg regrows fast enough that she
That's
still
when you
kicks the
see-
shit out of Daki.
That's when you
And-
see the difference between the upper.
Exact-
Oh, I mean, you kind of saw that with.
You
never
see
mind.
the difference
You've seen
between
it already.
Nezuko and everyone who is
Yeah.
not that bitch.
Yeah.
Because like she gets her leg cut off and regrows it in time to finish the kick.
Yeah.
And I know it's not one of like super flash, like it's not touched on really at all. It's not one of those things that everyone's like, oh my god,
But
like
it was flashy.
this is great. But it was like
flashy.
it's Nezuko's first real fight. She's holding her own
I mean,
against
Nezuko
Upper Moon.
fight scene was awesome.
It was.
It was awesome.
For so many reasons, but that one specifically, like that stuck out to me. Like when I read it in the manga, I was like, "Oh hell!"
Well,
yeah. Like, I had to read it like 5 times. When I watched it in the anime, though, I replayed that scene. Like I hit that like back 15 seconds on Hulu. I'd watch it back again,
Yeah.
watch it back again.
So
Well-
it was kind of that first time you got to really see what Nezuko
Yeah.
was becoming.
Like you'd never really
She
seen
had the one
what she could
horn
do.
coming out, and
Yep.
she was like, oh, okay, she's like the queen.
Yeah, she's a bad bitch in every sense of the word.
Yeah.
She was hydrated. She was moisturized. Like she was everything a bad bitch needs to be.
Alright, well, y'all heard it. Let us know which one you think is. Which one of ours is the best answer?
I agree. I mean, and let us know what you think in the comments.
Nah.
But I agree. Let us know what you think of the comments. What
Best
your
answer.
favorite Demon Slayer
For
scene was
season
for
2.
season 2.
Or season 1. I mean, if you've got one in season 1 that tops them, send it. Let us know.
Yeah,
we'll
we're-
tell you you're wrong.
I mean, we're
but we
kinda-
respect your opinion.
We're kind of winging this whole
I mean,
fucking
come
thing
on, like-
anyways, so.
Like, come on.
Why not?
Dust settling. You see his arm missing.
I mean,
He's
come
got his
on,
girls.
big booby Nezuko getting
Ugh.
her leg cut off.
It was a lot of
And
cool
then-
shit, but I
I'm
mean,
surprised you didn't say it. You kept talking about the head cut off. I was like, he's definitely gonna say that.
no, those are my two favorite.
That
I
was
mean,
awesome.
when the brother emerged and was like, "Brother, help me," it was like,
So which one do
Yeah.
you look most forward to? Yu Yu Hakusho, Pokemon's. I already know it's Sword Art Online. You're not gonna like.
I hope I like Sword Art Online.
So out of those three, which
dude,
one?
Yu Yu Hakusho,
Yu Yu
all the
Hakusho,
way.
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, I think I called it in what episode 2 or 3.
When we were talking about live action, you
Yes,
said Yu Yu Hakusho.
I said Yu
was
Yu
coming.
Hakusho.
So
I can't
20,
wait for that.
2023, they're gonna.
Oh, that's
I
next
might
year.
actually,
Yeah.
I might actually renew my Netflix subscription.
Oh
for
my!
that.
I
That and
cannot.
One Piece.
I cannot wait for
But-
Yu Yu Hakusho. I am excited for that one. But
Sorry, something about Yu Yu Hakusho I just thought of. It's super important.
go.
I played Smile Bomb, the opening for Yu Yu Hakusho, for my roommate. She didn't like it.
Shut up.
I gotta throw the whole person away.
You need a new roommate.
I do.
You need
Billy.
a new roommate.
I only have one bedroom and a twin size bed.
He's in.
Would you like to share it with me?
I am down.
I'm a good cuddler.
No, I'm not down.
Okay, I'm a really bad cuddler.
I'm down again.
Yes!
I'm down again. All right. So, guys, great episode. for season 2 of Demon Slayer.
As always.
I think we have one more episode that covers Demon Slayer, and we are good to move on to the next one. Correct?
What are we gonna do for another? Are we going into the manga or?
Yeah, we're gonna go
Oh,
into the
okay.
manga.
Okay.
We're gonna go spoiler alerts. Spoiler
if
alerts.
if we're going,
People watching this should know the manga by now.
They
you'd
should.
hope so.
You would hope so. Yes.
But if we're
Go
doing
to Shonen Jump. It's only $3 a
Hey,
month.
if you haven't and
$3
you're
month.
watching this, please go read the rest of it. It's worth the read. Trust me.
Sean can't even read and you
I
read
can't, and I
Yeah.
learned how to
There's
read,
a lot of pictures.
and I read the whole thing, and I was amazed by it. I've read it twice actually. It is that good.
If
You
we're,
sh- Go ahead.
if we're gonna do Demon Slayer all the way through, though, I feel like we need to make the village arc like that'll be an episode. I feel like we can't go too far. It'll probably be 2 or 3 more episodes for Demon Slayer at least.
Well, we will try, and actually, whatever season 2 leaves us at. I mean, the next episode leaves us at. We'll try and finish in at least one more episode so that we can get on to something else, whether it's Jujutsu Kaisen or One Piece or something.
Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw.
Dragon
Have either of you
Ball
started watching Chainsaw Man
Dragon
yet?
Ball
Not yet.
Super.
Oh yes, Dragon Ball Super. There's a lot to watch.
I feel like we
I
gotta
mean,
do Chainsaw Man.
I've seen that on Shonen Jump a lot.
Dude,
like,
it's so
popping
it's
up.
so
it
good.
is popping up a lot.
It's so good, and it's
But-
short too. There's only 8 episodes so
But-
far.
Soon, guys, and I wanna throw this in. Soon, I will be making 3D prints of anime stuff. Hopefully, we will be able to give them away in the future for our subscribers. Yes.
Give them away
Yes.
for free.
Yes,
Yeah.
give them away for free to our subscribers. I will start showing some of my product in the next episode or 2.
Sean makes super cool stuff. So
I do make
this
su-
is
He can
honestly,
make these
I'm
easily.
gonna subscribe.
Yeah.
He made this right here.
I'm about to subscribe, and I hope I win.
You better. But that is what's coming up next. So please subscribe to our show and keep watching us.
Set your heart ablaze.
Set your heart ablaze.
Set your heart
I didn't mean to
ablaze.
start it. I was just saying the name of the show.
No, we're starting it right now. Set your heart
I didn't mean to
ablaze.
start nothing weird.
Set your heart ablaze, guys.
Oh, there's a puppy.
I love Japanese whiskey.
Merry Christmas.